Today I want to appeal to your memory. So somewhere back in your memory you have the thoughts of a machine that you once dreamed of owning, but for some reason at the time it was impossible for you to obtain. We've all probably had that one bike that we wish we could have bought at the time, and but the means weren't there. The time wasn't right. Something prevented you from buying that bike. So I've always been really attracted to the sport bikes. They're really, speedy looking, good full fairings, that sort of thing. But there was just this one adventure bike that I just was enamored with. And it was called the Cagiva Grand Canyon. So this was an Italian mark, and it was part of a conglomeration between Ducati, Envia and a couple of other design firms of the time. And it was actually powered by a Ducati motor. They looked amazing, sweeping body lines, very much like a sport bike, but it was, again, upright adventure bike. Back at a time where adventure bikes really weren't all that popular. And then you had the great lines, the great suspension, the Ducati sound that they had, that great V-twin Ducati sound. They were an amazing bike, just beautiful to look at. So of course that was the one bike that I thought, my goodness, man, I'd really love to own one of those one day. It was just so beautiful. And I've seen a few on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist and so forth. And I've always thought, well, geez, maybe I should buy it. It might be my last chance. Well, so sometimes that chance comes back around. So recently, very recently, just this morning, I found out that the company Envia is bringing back an iconic shape of that bike. So again, they were in partnership with Ducati at the time. They were involved in the design of that bike. So they are building another bike that is very similar. Now, it's when you think of Envia, you think you're really thinking speed and sport bikes and sport nakers. They built some of the most amazing, visually attractive bikes in the world. I mean, their motto is it's a work of art on wheels. And they're amazing. However, you really don't think of them as building, a sport touring, or even a adventure bike. So this is something that's kind of outside their realm, but they're bringing one back. They've looked at the designs of the original Cagiva, and they're calling it the Lucky Project, or the Lucky Explorer Project. So back in the day, they raced in the car rallies and things like that, a bike that was just phenomenal looking. It performed exceptionally well. You may have heard of them referred to as the Elephant. Amazing bikes, right? Styling was amazing, performance was amazing, but really kind of short-lived in the world of adventure bikes. But now they have a project they're calling the Lucky Adventure Project. I want you guys to go onto YouTube, go onto the internet, take a look at this bike. It is stunning. The specs are amazing. So it's going to come in two flavors. You're going to have the big adventure bike. It's going to be I think it was 900 or 950. 950, I think, it's just because it's a 9.5. So it's a 950, and it is going to be a V-twin, and it's got all the best stuff on it. It's got Cagiva or KYB suspension, Brembo brakes, all the good stuff. They're also going to have a 5.5 or 550 version. Now the 550 version is going to actually have a Chinese engine in it. Now you guys say, well, Chinese engine in an Italian bike. Well, before you go too far, you understand that they have these Chinese companies, these large conglomerates, have partnered with Harley Davidson. They partnered with Benelli. Now Benellis are pretty much, even though they're an Italian design bike, they're actually all built in China, and they make a very good quality bike for the money. So here's the opportunity for you to check these bikes out. I'm going to put a link down below. This is an invitational link for you to learn more about them. So what I'm doing is they have a special website set up, and it will keep you informed. You put in your email address, they're going to send you information about these bikes. Now, if you have any interest at all in adventure dual sport type motorcycles, especially something that's strikingly beautiful, something that's going to stand out in a crowd, something that's going to perform amazing, this might be the bike you're looking for. And again, I'm imagining that they're going to the top dog's probably going to be priced up there with some of the the higher end the bikes. The other one should be more reasonably priced. But either way, if you're looking for that adventure bike that's really different than whatever anybody else has, this might be your opportunity to grab one. And if you had a thing for those old Cagiva Grand Canyons of years gone by, this might be your chance to make up for lost time. So guys, I'm going to put some video over here so that you can see the difference with the bike that I fell in love with, the new one that's coming out. I think you'll enjoy the comparison. And guys, I'll be talking to you real soon.